boy Big Boosie. Y'all know what it is. Street knowledge. Make sure y'all share, subscribe, hit that like button. Hit that like button, man. This one here is a real street knowledge lesson / conversation. It's a lesson. You see, a lot of people say they come from the streets and all that, but we don't hear nobody shouting them out for them coming from the streets, doing street stuff the way they say they did it or do it. I don't know. But y'all know what it's all about. Y'all see the title in on the thumbnail. And I want to break this down as humble as possible, as real ninja as possible. And this ain't throwing no punches at nobody or nothing. I'm just calling things how I see it. And I named it Hasson Fraud Talk is because what he's saying is really fraud talk. And maybe he just don't know no better, man. Maybe he just don't know no better. Y'all can tag Hasson and thing right. Okay. Finesse analyze. Boosie Hasson is having the same reaction as all of us. Found out that Dehaven was cool with the shooter who tried to end Jay's life. I get it, but that's not a reaction. Finesse analyzer, that's not a reaction. I'm gonna break a few things down to y'all, and this ain't no disjoint to Hasson Campbell. We know he's one of the most, like he told Dehaven, when you get out here on this internet, content creators gonna come at you and all of that, and that's definitely true. They gonna come at you and all that. But at the end of the day, when you come at somebody, kind of come correct though. I don't agree with nothing Hasson said. Nothing. He said he went back and watched Marcy Made. I respect him for that. For going to watch it, because he did an episode about Dehaven before he even watched the Marcy Made. And after that, he went and watched it. So I give him thumbs up for that, for at least going to watch and see what it was about before he came back with the second reaction, because Dehaven came and said something back to him. So I give him thumbs up to that. But from him going to watch it, he started saying, I'm watching Marcy Made, and the only thing, he said, I started feeling bad, and I started looking at Jay-Z different or sideways or something. And he said, as I'm going through it, it started making sense, like Dehaven, the one part that people missed out was something about the connect. The connect. How could the connect if the connect wasn't a private connect, how Jay-Z, what was wrong with Jay-Z dealing with it, and Jay-Z was your little brother? I know my Wi-Fi connection, I just put it together, man. But if Jay-Z was your partner, if you was listening, that he always said Jay was his brother. He took him around in them records. Jay-Z always said Dehaven introduced me to the game and the Reasonable Doubt records and all that. And another thing with people always saying that he should, why he keep talking about it, y'all got to understand, when somebody do something wrong to you, you got as long as it take to do something wrong to you. When it comes to the street stuff, you can roll and do whatever and take however to do whatever you want to do to a person when you feel a person did you wrong. But y'all got to understand this. Those records always going to last long and long and long and forever. So if he don't stand his ground and keep talking and saying his part, whenever he walk into a store, a restaurant, anywhere, they're gonna be like, oh, that's the dude Jay-Z was talking about, and laughing at him like it's a joke, because he ain't stand his ground. So as long as them records playing, that's how long he can talk about it if he choose to. That's a fact. Jay-Z always shouted him out. And so that record's going to make it last long and long and long. So he could talk long as he want. And that's on him. If y'all don't like it, then y'all don't listen to it. And this had nothing, I have no gripes with Jay-Z neither. I have no dog in that fight. But I could speak my opinion when something ain't right. And I could give y'all this street essence because that's where I come from. That's a fact. So yeah, Hasson, I see you up here. I see you up here. But my name Big Boosie, man. Salute to you, homie. These is the messages that I want to give to you, as far as about how you rearranged and made it play out to make your joint look good. Your episode look good as far as the connect. I see you dwelled on the connect part about it. If Jay-Z, how, let me, because I wrote a few things down because I want to make sure I speak it correct, man. How Jay-Z should forgive him because he did wrong. You said, why would Jay-Z forgive you if you did wrong? Let me explain something to you, bro. When you in them streets, if you been in them streets the way you say you was in them streets, you would know that nobody plays with nobody's connect. Nobody opens up on nobody's block if you're not certified. If you're not certified to be on that block, especially if ain't nobody supposed to be on that block, you can't sell nothing right up the street. That's a problem. You will lose your life all day long. And I'm gonna give y'all a few prime examples. Matter of fact, I'm gonna call one of my homies up and I'm gonna let y'all hear. And these are certifieds. What's said about Dehaven? What's said about Dehaven is facts? Never. I'm gonna break it down to y'all right now. I'm gonna break it down to y'all where real guys come from the streets. Hasson, if you was from the streets, let me hear somebody say you had a spot that you had 4 or 5 dudes working outside. You go and bottle up the work, bring it, send it to the block, the crew come back, bring you money, like you had a system going back in the day. You had a system, because you saying that you was a street dude and you was in the streets and you from the streets. Just because you was in the streets and being outside with them dudes don't mean that you knew how to sell, put a system together to actually run a spot like a business. Because it's a business and everything is protocol. Everybody follows protocol. You don't just open up when you want to, when you are not the boss. I don't care. And a lieutenant is a little brother that be with you every day. Every day, your little bro be with you and you showing him these ropes. That don't mean that he still could go and so Jay-Z probably was going with Dehaven to, see the connect and get some work every time back and forth. This is his man. This is his brother. That don't mean that Jay could go back and double back behind his back and do nothing. Even if he's locked up, when you are a crew, everything is protocols, just like the Italians. And if they love one so much, you know how the Italians will kill you from whack. They was whacking each other for nothing. Peanuts. If they love them so much, they'll just make a mean example out of them. But you can't do what you want to do. It's impossible that you want to do. It's always protocol. You follow the protocol, even if your boss is in jail. But I'm going to give y'all a quick example. I'm going to call somebody real quick, and I'm going to let y'all tell him. He don't even know what I'm talking about up here, nothing. He don't know nothing what I'm talking about right now. So for you, Hasson, to take the story from Marcy Maid and turn it into a negative situation, that's crazy, because what you teaching the youth is that they can go out there and do that type of stuff and befriend their friend if they listen to that. And anybody that listen to you on that level, that got friends out there that think that that's cool, to even think on that note to go behind their homeboy back. Once their homeboy hands is tied, you should be outside figuring out how to untie your homeboy hands and wait for the next phone call. That's it. Not trying to get no work. You don't even know if he might have to tell you, yo, don't go near the spot. They watching. Something ain't right. You can't just go open back up. You don't know, he might tell you to connect, set him up. And you running over there buying and not answering his phone calls while he in jail. I listened to what you said. And that's not a chess move. It's a chess move for you to downplay that documentary, and for you to downplay what really supposed to go on in them streets. And that's not what's supposed to go on in them streets. I'm going to give you one prime example before I get this one person on the phone. What did Alpo say why he killed Rich Porter? Poppy, Hasson Campbell. And everybody can go look it up. He said he killed Alpo. Alpo said he killed Rich Porter because Rich Porter went behind his back and didn't send what he didn't give him what the Connect told him to give him, and he felt if Rich would betray him and go behind his back with the Connect like that, what else would he betray him for? So he took Rich Porter's life. That's what that game is really about, coming from where we come from. And Dehaven comes from that era. And that's the whole point. There's nothing above, around it, nothing. I'm going to get somebody on the phone right now. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. I listened to everything that you said. What up, Blizzy?
What it do, bro?
Yeah, I'm on the phone. I'm on doing a live real quick, right? So, okay. You know, I ain't want to say nothing to you. I wanted to bring it to the audience. I see Hasson Campbell is in the chat, and
that's my brother.
That's what's up, and that's good. So he can learn this lesson right now. So on the phone right now is Jay Black from 140th, Rich Porter's lieutenant. Any and everybody know. Y'all can do your research about who he is. He don't like being on cameras and all that a lot, but I be having to get my brother the chokehold, man, and tell him, yo, come on, man, we got to talk about this real reality. But in real reality, when we was growing up,
okay,
you under Rich Porter, you go with Rich Porter to Connect, and the Connect know you, but you what you do when you go to the Connect with your big brother, or your whoever the boss is or whatever, you stand your ground until he do the bid.
I speak when spoken to.
Exactly. Now, if Rich get locked up and don't tell you to, if Rich get locked up and don't tell you to go holler at Fritz, do you go holler at Fritz on your own?
No.
And what would happen?
That would be a violation, but if Rich locked up and tell me to go holler at him, that's a whole nother scenario, you know?
That's my point.
Now he can come holler at me because that was above my pay grade. He could come holler at me if he felt like, yo, bro, going, I need you to step in. You know what I'm saying? But if I wasn't introduced to him on that level, then why would he even want to talk to me like that?
Exactly. And that's my whole point with, the thing that Hasson said. He said that you one of the big homies. I see he said that. That's a fact. He said, that's exactly what I said back, and listen to my statement, fam. You said that you said that Dehaven was out of line because Jay-Z hollered at the Connect, and if that's his brother, what's wrong with it? What's wrong with it? You didn't just hear what Jay Black said. That wasn't in his pay grade. He cannot go holler at him unless Rich say so. Now, even if the Connect came and still said something to Jay Black while Rich locked up, Black, what you gonna tell him, Black?
I'm gonna tell them, I gotta talk to the big homie. The
Gotta,
big homie will give me the green light.
I ain't say it, he just said it. The homie got to give you the green. Dehaven would have had to give the green light before Jay-Z could go holler at somebody, man. Straight like that. That's how this goes, bro.
Yeah, it's just a protocol, man.
It's protocol. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. No disrespect to you, Hasson. You probably just ain't understanding.
You can step out of pocket, you know?
Facts.
You can cause some type of riff when it ain't even nothing.
Right.
But it ain't really nothing. When your big homie might just say, go ahead and eat. Hold that shit down till I get back.
Exactly. Make sure I'm good in here. That's it. Now, we're going to get to the other thing that Hasson was saying. So, the story is Jay-Z wasn't, and this out of Dehaven's mouth. This ain't out of my mouth. I have nothing against Jay-Z. Nothing. Nothing. Big fan of Jay's, the music and all that. Definitely. The bro on this phone right now done sat in rooms plenty of times with Jay-Z. Jay-Z know who he is, love him on this phone right now. We was signed with Rockefeller, all that. So, if I'm locked up, so if you locked up, Black, I ain't answering your phone calls. And I ain't answering your calls, and so I could find out what the next move is. And then one of your people from 40th, I ain't gonna name no names, so they probably want their names mentioned, but we know how 40th move. If one of them see me going to holler at the Connect, and then you already called and said, yo, what Boost at, man? He ain't answering my calls or nothing. And one of them see me running up on the Connect and all that, and they probably want to really do me in, but they don't, because you didn't give them the call, the say so, but they fired shots at me. Do you think they was wrong for that?
Say it one more time, Chuck. My bad.
If you locked up and I ain't answering your phone calls,
right, violation.
Violation. That's it. Now, one of the homies that ain't nothing to play with see me. He said, fam, there's no rules to the street games, but Dehaven would have took the route different from Alpo. Dehaven was the Connect. Enough said, fam. Dehaven would have took the route different from Alpo. There's no difference. Alpo was out of line for killing Rich. Because that was a lie, really. I was just using an example of what he said. Alpo lied. Rich was the man anyway, for real. So that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. But the reason why the dude did not kill Jay was because he didn't get the phone call. Like you said, he had to get the green light. And even if he didn't get the green light, but Rich, he didn't get the green light, is why he probably did not kill Jay-Z. But in this game, you get real vicious warnings, man. Luckily, your hands don't get banged up and all that and put in casts and everything else.
That's only if you lucky to get a warning, man.
And that's my point.
It's grown folk business. Man.
That's a fact.
You just not moving like you're not part of a unit if that's what you represent, that unit.
That's facts. So when he's saying a unit, meaning a crew, we are a crew. We are a team. So when the big dog get locked up, the next man that's standing next to him get the crew together, and we make sure that the big man that's locked up is straight. Let's worry about getting his lawyer. Let's worry about let's listen to his next move. You know what I'm saying? Let's listen to the next move and see what he say. And then you move in protocol. That's what keep a team tight. Because once you start doing it all on your own and all over the place, nobody don't know what you're doing, and another dude catch you and see you somewhere else doing your own thing, knowing that you used to be with the man that's locked up every day, and this man makes sure people don't do nothing to you and show you how to get money and put you in positions. And now they see you, they're gonna be upset. And that's what's called lucky that you didn't get your life took. And somebody said, what is it about grown men up here talking about other grown men? You know why? Because this is a lesson that y'all must learn. Because if somebody listens to what Hasson said, they'll think that it's cool to go behind their friend's back. If they out there in them streets, that's on them. Leave the street game alone, man, if you can't play it right. For real, for real. I'm just giving you a lesson. If you are out there in the streets, don't go against your homeboy because he locked up. Because 9 times out of 10, they normally say that that's what you wanted to do anyway. You was hoping that something happened where you could step in and be that dude. That's what people would say, period. But you can't never go against your man that's locked up. That's called keeping it tight. Real crews that keep it tight, you don't hear about them going to jail, man. You don't hear about, you don't hear about the whole team going to jail, or you don't hear about the whole team getting a whole bunch of time because they held it tight. So this is my my lesson to you, Haas. The way you did that rebuttal was not a good one. You picked a bunch of all that positive stuff that was in that Marcy made. You picked the negative part to swing it in a way. And you swing it in a way to make it make sense to you and to people that really don't know no better. Because half the people up here on this internet don't know nothing about this street stuff. They just picking and choosing what they want to say. They want to call people rats because other people calling people rats and don't know what they talk about. And another rule, number one, is everybody know the song, the caving for Dehaven line and all that. That, that'll have people looking at that brother crazy wherever he go, man. Nipsey Hussle, God bless him. Respect him and his family. When he called somebody that word, look what happens. And see all this stuff being spreaded around on this internet and people thinking that it's cool to do it because they see people that is cool. We got to give you your props. How's you look cool when you up there on the internet doing your thing and all that. So people going to listen to you. Big respect. But people that listen to stuff that don't know no better, that ain't cool. And that's why I had to speak on that, because I'm one of them dudes that been there, done that. Running the main streets, had spots, had a team of dudes regulating. Up at night, putting them bottles in the thing. Spot 24 hours, 2 or 3 of them. I've been one of them dudes. I know what it takes to do that. And I would be mad as hell that a dude...
That's the trenches.
That's a fact.
That's why they made trench coats.
That's a fact. I would be mad as hell.
Put your army coat on, your hard hat.
Facts. I'll be mad as hell. The dude that I showed the game with me every day that I love and trust, as soon as my hands tired, I'm hearing he outside, ain't answering my calls, but yo, yeah, he making moves, he getting money. Yo, damn, he ain't calling me. We was just that's crazy.
That ain't the team shit, man. That's some solo act. That's a solo act.
That's a solo act, man.
You know what I'm saying? It happens.
A lot.
Get that twisted, it happens. But at the end of the day, those acts couldn't be penalized.
Right. That's a fact.
It happens though. But it is, and it's an action for it's a reaction for every action. Though.
Exactly. And so, another thing you were saying, Haas, where you was like, Jay-Z, why would he take him back? You said when a woman's fed up. When a woman's fed up, bruh, this is men. This is men stuff. This ain't about no women stuff. So you shouldn't have used that terminology. And I get it if somebody's mad that somebody shot at him because Dehaven cool with the other dude. But if somebody is wrong for putting the next person in that position to choose between friends, then it comes a time when he say, man, I did violate. I ran up, I went and hollered at the connect, or I went and sold stuff out of the spot, and they shot at me. And if you get shot at, you a trooper. You a thoroughbred out here. I done been shot at. Bullets that went by my head, almost got shot in my head, and I know the dude that did it. And we cool now to this day. But at the end of the day, sometimes if you wrong, you just gotta say you wrong. And he don't have to be cool with the dude that shot at him. He don't have to. But when you a real dude, you could laugh it off. Yo, you almost shot me in the head. Yeah, I did wrong, man. My bad. Yo, you almost hit me in the back. Or you know what I'm saying? My bad. And that's just because it come with the street game. You gotta laugh at it. That's what it. If I'm riding dirt bikes and motorcycles and doing Papa Willies and riding, and as soon as I fall, I'm gonna get up. I ain't riding this bike no more. No, they say get back up and roll on it again. You don't stop because you fell one time. So that comes with the game. If you know you did wrong, a real thoroughbred be like, man, that was my bad, man. And that's it. And he still don't gotta mess with the shooter. But we talking about a person that says, if I had somebody living in my mom's house, she come get him, take care of him, do this, do that for him, and then later on in life, and you know, I make sure nobody beat you up. I show you how to get money, and then later on you just kick me to the curb, bro. That's not good, man. We already come from nothing, and when we always doing it together, we always together. Soon as it start blowing up, somebody always want to put a monkey wrench in it and want to separate themselves. Now, why you ain't separated before it blew up and start getting money? That's when you know that it is real or a person is real. Yo, bro, I'm feeling it. Everything going good right now, but you know, I think I want to do another move myself before it gets big. Nobody never does that. They wait for it to get big and have their own reasons to break out and leave a person for dead. But that's rough. This here is a whole different conversation because you're talking about brothers that laid in the same house together, sexing the same women. Mama come get you when you're locked up. You know, you got to listen to the story. If you listen to that story, there's so many positive things Hasson Campbell could have said in that joint. And it ain't about tearing Jay down. It's just about Dehaven telling this story. He could tell it as long as he want if he felt somebody did him wrong. If somebody did me wrong, I could do it as long as I want. And one thing they always say about beef in these streets, it's another lesson. Somebody do something wrong to you, and it's a real beef and gun players involved, don't never think that it's over. Even though it should be, you know, you think it's over. The next person might say it's over, but you still can't think that it's over, man. It's never over. So, you know, I just wanted to tap in with you, Black, to get a little perspective from somebody that if these people call and ask about who you are, they'll understand. And Hasson just said, yeah, you one of the big homies, so he know who you is, so that's even better.
Now, truth be told, is all love and respect, man.
Facts.
But, you know, a lot of times, man, brothers pray on each other downfall, man. You know, instead of standing tall and uplifting a nigga, but when he behind the wall, on the street, wherever he at. But in the same breath, right is right, is wrong is wrong. You gotta call a spade a spade.
That's a fact. All day long.
I'll holler at you, bro.
Say no more. Love you, boy.
Love you more.
One. So, you know, I just wanted to bring a few things to Hasson on that, man. For real, cause I don't think that's fair to Dehaven, man. For you to switch up his documentary, and you got a good you got big influence out here, bro, and a big following and respect. I hope you get bigger and bigger. This ain't no disrespect towards you, no none of that. But the end of the day, I'm just speaking real because I've been out there in the mean streets. I know how it goes, man. For real, in real life. Ain't nowhere in the world that anybody could think that they could step over their man. And somebody said up here, my brother always told me, my connect is our connect. Yeah, but he told it to you. That's a fact. It got to be told to you. But when the boss going to see the cadet, he might take you with him. That don't give you no automatic pass if he don't tell you out of his mouth. It's called protocol, man. That's it. When I was running with AZ, the real AZ that wrote the Paid in Full movie, that's who I was running with. For those who don't know. And after I finished, I started branching off doing my own thing after I got a little older and getting my own spot. And after I started doing my thing, I go to A and tell him, yo, man, who I'm rocking with ain't holding it down enough. And he was like, all right, I got you. I'm gonna plug you with my people. The one that A talk about in all his interviews. He gave me the pass to go there and get my own. Me and my cousin Rob, we called him Bump. My boy Richie, we used to go and get our own shit. So that's just how it goes, and that's how we learn. So all these people with these narratives about what somebody should talk about and all, they can talk as long as they want. And as long as them records is big hit records and gonna be played all the time, that man gonna have to defend himself forever because the records is classic records. We can't front on it. So why would he be quiet? Put yourself in them shoes. And if you choose not to, that's your prerogative. If you choose not to be going at a person that did you wrong and all that, it's on you. But being cool, getting back cool with a person, if you did wrong, it would never be nothing wrong with that. Because at the end of the day, like David said, he's in a spot where he had to choose Jay and his homeboy. Period. People saying stuff about Emery. Emery, don't know Emery. I just heard that Dehaven was the reason how Emery and Jay got cool. Emery went to jail, did his bid, came home like a trooper, and he chose to go be with Jay-Z. Most people would go choose to be with the one that's the breadwinner, opposed to the one that ain't. Because everybody know in our culture, we don't stick together anyway. You just got a handful. That's it. We only got a handful, and not even a handful in our culture. We don't stick together. Some people will choose the wrong stuff for the wrong reasons just because it look good, man. They don't want to grind from the bottom and get, nah, I just ain't going to go over there. And I ain't saying that's what Emery did. I don't know. Maybe him and David got something that Dehaven ain't speak about while he's saying I'm not messing with Dehaven. So I can't say that part. But a lot of people just trying to, roll on the bandwagon of the popular person. And I ain't here to tear down Jay-Z. I'm here to just speak facts of what go on the street. So now if there's anything different, we'll never know because Jay-Z really don't speak his side. But the only thing we can go off of is the stories that we've been hearing from Dehaven. That's it. That's the only thing we could go off of. But we can't roll like that. The connect wasn't no secret. And, a lot of stuff Haas was saying, man. And I ain't gonna lie, I wrote a few things down because I ain't want to interpret his words the wrong way. Because this ain't about that. This is about a learning lesson to his followers and whoever else that need to hear this. That ain't how you do it. A crew stick together. Ain't no what's wrong with him going to get the money and you locked up. No, you got to hear it from the man first. Protocol. Just like the Army. You don't hear what the sergeant or the lieutenant or whoever's in charge say something first. You stand on that line at attention. That's that. That's how this life go, man. So, that's all I wanted to say, man. Big shout out to Hasson Campbell. Who tried to give me their math? Finesse analyzer. Oh, word, I ain't see it. The comments is going so fast, and I'm talking. I ain't really want to look at these comments to throw off what I was talking about. But he can hit me at the real Big Boosie, the real Big Boosie, BOOTSIE, and put it in and hit me in my DM and send me the number, and we could chop it up. We could chop it up. Or you can call Unique Mega Audio, tell him I said give you my number. He got your number. Y'all got each other's number. That's my brother. See, and Unique Mega Audio is a prime example of, things of that nature. Unique Mega Audio was locked up. He did 26 years. Ask him who held him down. Right here. I'm one of the guys that held Unique Mega Audio down, man. 26 years. I was locked up before him under $1 million bond. He was coming to get me. But the feds jumped out on him 3 days later. And I'm sitting there waiting with my bags packed, ready, thinking I'm rolling out. No, I sit there much till I see one of my homies come in there and said, that's messed up, what happened to your boy? And I'm like, what? He said, the feds grabbed him. I'm like, oh, wow. My mom's waiting for him to come, bring the bread so I could get out. These are facts. I went facing 60 years. I did 5 years, did my time, come home, find out what's going on, where my bro at, held him down, got my stuff together, back out here in these mean streets, and start getting back up with Unique and holding my brother down. Unique come home. He got right back into it, a groove of where he don't have to go back to jail. He was doing his filming his podcast. Y'all could go back and see Unique old joints, how he was outside in the mean streets holding it down. And I did a Queen's Flip interview about this AZ Alpo stuff, because that's who I come up with. Y'all can go check the Queen's Flip. It's almost 500,000 views. Big Boosie, the paid in full. Big L, that's my brother. Used to have Big L down here with me. McGruff, Big L, it's peoples. Anyway, I take Unique to Queen's Flip, tell him, because he got his podcast set up. I told him start sending everybody to your podcast after we go do this interview. I called Queen's Flip. He said, oh, yeah, bring him. And Unique never looked back. I brought my producers in that produced my set. If y'all see my set, my producer put Unique set together. And after that, Unique never looked back. He kept reinventing himself all the way up to where his studio, y'all can see his new look that he got now. But that's what we do as the little brothers. That's who I was running up under after I left, when AZ left the game. And I never fell out of protocol. If I need something right now, I'll call him, yo, I need to go do this, or yo, let me go post this, or man, go ahead and do it. No, I gotta call you first and ask you. He's like, man, I get it. He's like, yeah, you're right. That's how I do too. It's protocol. I'm not just gonna do it because even if I know he's gonna say yes, I still gotta ask, because it's just protocol, man. So nobody could go behind Dehaven back and do nothing. And I'm just saying, anybody, if that's what your routine was every day and he gets snatched up, you keep the same routine. That'd be our problem. We jump off the train and do our own thing. It's like when the cat's away, the mouse will play. Oh, shit, the cat ain't in the house. I'm going to do what I want to do. The cat come back, then I whip back and shake. No. But still, if the cat come back, then apologize and get everything right. Sometimes as men, we got to apologize, man. And say, yeah, you was right. I ain't look at it like that. I did bad. I did wrong, man. And move forward. And basically, that's all Dehaven saying when he said we could get around it. Hasson saying, man, somebody shot at me. I ain't going to get around. When you in the mean streets, you liable to get shot at for the wrong reasons or the right reasons. And then you might meet up. Yo, let's link up and chop it up, man, because we shot at each other. because that's what gangsters do. And then we meet up and link up. And then we discuss it. And then we either be the best of friends or when we see each other, we speak. We got a mutual understanding now. It's over. It's a wrap. So, you know, that's how this game go, man. If you ain't gonna play it right, I suggest y'all cats out there that's doing it, young or old, if you're out there doing it and you think you do something wrong or you might get shot at, you can't be out here thinking like you that ain't supposed to happen. It's gonna happen. You gotta look at it. This might happen when I'm in the game. In real life. I done been into them guns. Chase down, shooting, shootouts, all that. And I ain't saying this to brag about nothing, because that don't mean nothing. That's old. If I had to relive it again, I don't want to relive that because it wasn't about nothing. We ain't know no better. We just watched what we saw the people do. But if somebody was to think they're going to disrespect or play me right now, then I'll have to revisit that. Because it's death before dishonor. Ain't nobody ever going to play. Period. And that's a fact. So that's the only reason why I came up here to say something. Because I'm listening to Hasson speak that he's a real street dude. Probably was a real street dude. Handle his thing, the guns, all that. Cool. I heard his Pistol Pete stories. Pistol Pete. That was like my little brother. You can ask Beanie. You can ask Chuck. You can ask all of them. We was all in Kingston together. I know Pete when Pistol Pete, before he made Sex Money Murder. Pistol Pete, before he had real money, he was on the grind. We was all on the grind together. That's my brother. He used to come get me. I go get him. Soundview, he come to my block. 146 St. Nicholas. That's where I'm from, Harlem. All day. Him and Twin, God bless the dead before they happened to Twin. They was tight and best of friends. Used to always come to the block and get me. He had the blue Volkswagen. What was that little blue Golf? The blue, he got it customized. If y'all know Pistol Pete, then you'll know about that car. That's when he started on his journey of getting money. And then I got locked up. That was my bro. And I got locked up in Maryland. And then when I got out, thank God I probably wasn't hanging around him because he already was under that investigation. He kept calling me, yo, I'm got you, Boost. I'm in Baltimore. I'm on my way out. He had a car lot, I think they said, a car lot in Baltimore and all that. I got you, bro. We're going to get together that. And after that, the feds got him. But I think if I was home and he would have listened to me, he wouldn't have been on the warpath the way he was because he always listened to me. That's my bro. So, you know, I know the stories. I ain't just came around. I've been around. Period. Little slim old me, man. Been this way all my life, baby boy. And that's what it is. And I'm not saying nothing to brag. I'm just saying to let y'all know my extensive history of how protocol goes when it comes to somebody that is in this hustling game and how you supposed to follow protocol when your man is down and out. You still hold your man down. And that's what make y'all stronger than any other crew out there. For real. So, yeah, this was just a lesson, a quick street knowledge lesson. I got plenty of them. That's a fact. That's a fact. And you know, I like the way you said you like Dehaven doing his job. That's a good thing. I hope the kids take heed to that. Cause sometimes, you know, the turtle win the race. You get that slow money. You used to making 100,000 a week, but you making 100,000 a year. You know you're gonna be out here. You can go get you a nice house, riding a nice car the same way everybody else doing it. If you got 50 million and I got 10 million, I'm gonna still be able to get the same stuff you got. So it don't matter. Period. So This just was a street knowledge lesson, man. For real, for real. I ain't out here to offend nobody. I just was here to speak the truth and the knowledge and the wisdom of how you move in them streets, and you don't go against your brother when they go to jail. It's a problem with that already. A lot of these young boys out here banging for each other, banging for each other. None of them got money. They got to call their mama to come bail them out. None of their homeboys come get them. None of their homeboys send no money for commissary. None of their homeboys send money for lawyers. Nothing. They in there. And it's like spreading like a disease because everybody want to be tough. When they see you walk through the streets, oh, that's so-and-so. Yeah, better not say nothing to him. Move back, move back. But as soon as he get in there, he telling and bringing the other people in. It's a cycle with our people, man. This ain't cool. It ain't cool to go against your boy that you was chilling with every day, all day. Made sure you eat. Made sure people respect you and don't bother you. Make sure you got money. Taught you to get money. It ain't cool to go against your friend that you roll with. And I'm speaking to the youth that's out there, and I'm speaking to some of your older dudes too that's out there. Don't go against your boy. That Alpo syndrome. We're doing that to Rich Porter, open up a whole portal of that happening out here. And people think they can make an excuse to do it. You can't do that. You can't. Don't befriend nobody that you really say you love, because after it's over, you kill a dude or you do wrong to him. Something eventually gonna happen. Karma is real. Don't think that it's fake. And it's really God. G-O-D. God don't play. For real. The fun you having now after you befriend your homeboy, and you know, you go behind their back and you do something. Look what happened to Alpo. He said, I can't make this up. Y'all Google it. Alpo, K-Slay asked, what was the worst thing you ever felt you did wrong in life? He said, the worst thing I felt wrong was killing my brother, Rich Porter. And you can't overturn it now. He messed Harlem up. We was the trendsetters of getting that money, staying fly and all that. And Queens got a lot of fly dudes too and getting that a lot of money. We just saying, a lot of them used to come to Harlem and hang out with us and all that. But I'm just speaking of the mecca and the essence of it, how it created and messed up what's going on. So I can't, I hear stuff like that. For Hasson to say that, I had to come up here and say something. So ain't no disrespect to Hasson. I just wanted to enlighten him on something. And that's it. And keep doing what you're doing. That's it. Your boy Big Boosie, man. Make sure y'all share this. Subscribe. I'll be back. And y'all gonna holler at me all day. Slim nigga for life. Eat real good, man. I can spin my camera around and show you how this house look in real life. And I had plenty of them. So I ain't got to do too much talking, man. For real. Peace.